Het publiek. Welcome, of course, to our studio. And good evening, Eric, and also Matt, and also Jim, and also Bill. Tell me, if people are talking about these new bomb Turks, they also think, or they always think about the renaissance of punk rock. So, what went wrong with punk rock before the new bomb Turks reinvented it? Tell me, Matt.
Hardcore. Punk rock turned into hardcore, and that's what went wrong.
So you reinvented
All the fun
it?
was taken out.
I'm sorry?
Bill Murray movies weren't.
Serious, Eric.
I don't think punk rock went anywhere or died or something like any other music form. If it's done, pretty well by somebody, it's always around somewhere. People still play bluegrass in the United States. So.
But you said in an interview you don't want to play punk rock as Jeff Dahl does it.
Oh yeah. No, that's more like copy. It's like more of a tribute to some other bands that he liked from the past. And we don't, when we got together and started, we listened to all kinds of different music. It just came out that way because we play kind of fast and loose. But we like a lot of different kind of music. We don't want to just sound like Radio Birdman or something.
But who are your favorite bands then?
Let's see, there's Radio Birdman.
Let's start with the first
Jeff Dahl.
Yeah.
We have many favorite bands that we'll go over everything. Saints, the Stooges.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan, X-Ray Specs.
Yeah, really, Bob Dylan and Neil Young and stuff.
Okay. All four of you live in Columbus, Ohio. That's true. So what's your story? What happened between the release of Destroyer Boy, the record of New Bomb Turks, and this very moment now you're touring through Europe?
Between that record and now, we made the record. We put out a 7-inch. We sat around a lot. We worked. We had our jobs. I had worked at a record store, and then we came over here and toured.
Yeah, but how come you suddenly can have a tour here in Europe?
Because
there's a lot of people with money and time on their hands in Europe.
No one works in Europe. We can't figure it out.
People seem to be
Lazy New Bomb Turks. Okay, but for example, how come you're on the very famous Script label?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's Tim Warren. I don't know. It's like he just called us up out of the blue and said he wanted to do a record, and we said sure. That was about it, really.
Yeah, that's great, of course.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Then because Crypt has a lot of weight in Europe, that's probably why we can tour over here as opposed to not being able to tour, in the States because it costs too much and stuff like that. So.
I'll ask you another question. What about this Wire cover on the album, Destroyer Boy? It's Mr. Suit, but you can't recognize it.
Right. You can never recognize any of our covers.
Yeah. We usually
don't even recognize our originals anymore.
Yeah. When we do covers, it seems like we somehow alter them so that people don't know what they are.
Yeah. Did you start as a cover band?
No.
No, I just get kind of bored playing the same songs, especially your songs over and over again, so kind of looking for something.
Art is so boring.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Well, one night we were just fiddling around practicing, and we thought we'd try to play that song, and playing it fast. All of a sudden we just kind of slowed it down, and it was a lot more fun doing the yelling and chanting and stuff, so we just stuck with that.
Oké. Misschien voor alle duidelijkheid, we hebben het dus over een cover van een nummer van Wire. Het heet Mr. Suit. Even naar luisteren.
I listen to that record a lot.
Mr. Suit is door Wire. En nu misschien maar eens even luisteren naar wat die New Bomb Turks van gemaakt hebben. Dit is Mr. Suit. Stuart was dat van de CD Destroy A Boy van New Bomb Turks. And Jim, I can imagine New Bomb Turks have a kind of a household. You all live together.
Yeah, me, Eric, and Bill all live in the same house, and then Matt lives next door. And it's like a half a double. It's like kind of split down the middle, so he lives in the other half. So,
very inspiring, all living together?
Well, by where all the fraternity and sorority houses are on Ohio State's campus, and that's pretty inspiring, walking past there all the time to get to our house and yell stuff out at them. But it's fun to live together, it's easier to get everyone together to practice, and we can keep all our equipment in one space, and, let each other borrow stuff and trade records.
Yeah,
and
what about the neighbors?
He is our neighbor.
Yeah, I'm the neighbor. And we practice in the basement.
I actually saw these guys that lived in a different place. I saw them more when I didn't live with them. They were right underneath me working.
Okay, Jim, you had another band.
I used to be in Gaunt, which is another Columbus band, and Jerry, the lead singer of the band, is also one of our roommates as well. So that was about a year ago. I quit that because I had too much to do with the Turks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, and what else is very exciting in Columbus, Ohio these days?
There's a lot of bands. I think it's a lot of cool bands that are coming out of Columbus right now. There's Greenhorn and V3, and
He's in Belle Reve.
yeah, there's a band called Belle Reve, and there's
Thank you, Bill.
The Bass Holes.
Assholes.
Is there a scene?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would think
yeah.
so. It's a pretty.
More than there has been ever before,
Yeah.
I think.
Because it's a university. I mean, there's like one whole strip, one street where there's a lot of bars and a couple of bars that it's pretty easy to get a gig at. So a lot of bands just starting can get a gig if they try, and you're guaranteed at least 10 people will come.
Yeah. Tonight you're going back to America. What did you think of Europe? You've
Loved
been
it.
touring here a lot.
Yeah, I love Europe. I've never been here, and I don't know. I want to come back.
Well, the funny thing is, we really liked it a lot, but everybody speaks a different language, and it's really
That's true.
But it's been nice. France was really fun. Belgium was great. The kids were nuts in Belgium, and Spain was nice, but our promoter was kind of goofy. But otherwise,
Okay.
went okay.
We won't talk about
Yeah.
So the Belgian kids were nuts. Oké. Thanks a lot, Newborn Turks. Dat waren ze in deze studio. Ze gaan vanavond terug naar de States, maar ze hebben het hier in Europa en zeker in België toch heel leuk gevonden. Thanks Jim, and thank you Matt, and Bill also.
Thank you, Chantal.
Thank you
Thank
Eric.
you, Chantal.
Thank you. En we gaan nog luisteren naar één nummer van de CD Destroy a Boy van Newborn Turks.